we were talking with Amir about defensively and where you're getting. How close are you to getting back to where you were last year?
Well, again, I don't know if that's our goal, but right now, we're working to get back there. Whether we get back there or not, we may be a different team. We may face the reality that we are a different team, different style of play, according to who we are this year. We're going to strive to continue to get there. We've shown flashes of it, but the reality is we may be a different type of team. But I do know we got to, continue to work to get better if we were serious about making a run in the playoffs.
Have you seen a team change its personality with the same personnel?
Chicago's going through the same thing. A lot of teams are more offensive, whether we want to admit it or not. I know that defense wins, and that's who we are, and it's who our identity we want to be, but we're probably slanting more to the offensive side right now. And, again, I think one thing, too, an excuse would be, lack of practice time. That's one thing that's hurt us for our defensive execution. Again, we're going to continue to work on it, emphasize it, and demand it. It's as years goes on. But I just don't want to be a daily saga. Are we going to be the defensive team next year and going? Because we're working on it every day, and there's just only so much you can do in a short period of time.
How much of it comes incrementally like that, Dwane? You say it works every day, so like you make long strides a little at a time.
And we've made steps. We've made steps, incremental steps. I've thought since I would say the New Orleans games, we've made steps incrementally. Tighter paint, physicality. Doing different things that show improvement, and that's what we got to look for.
That don't necessarily show.
That don't necessarily show in numbers. The shooting percentage was higher in the New Orleans game, but I thought that was one of our best defensive games as far as where we're supposed to be in our schemes, guys in the gaps, tight paint, guys rotating, and they made some shots, but incrementally we made improvement.
What do you have to do to these guys tonight?
It's going to be a lot like the Memphis game. Physicality, hard work in the paint. They're going to try to knock you off your spot at every opportunity, whether it's on offense or defense. One of the most physical teams in the league, and we got to meet it, and we've done it, and that's why tonight we got to have the same mentality we had in Memphis. One of the top offensive rebounding teams in the league, and I think they're number 4. And so we got to make sure we find a body with intent to get them off their spot. And because they're big, strong, they play with a nastiness that you got to play with to win in this league, and we've got to meet that.
Today was a day for coaches' all-star votes for the reserves. I don't want to ask you who you voted for because you won't tell me.
Exactly.
But what is the theory? Winning teams? How do you approach the votes for those guys?
Well, I look for guys who are playing the game the right way. You guys that are contributing to their teams winning, and winning's important. And I think you guys playing the game the right way, not guys just putting up numbers. And I think that, to me as a coach, and I think every coach I've talked to, is voting that way, to winners and guys playing the right way more so than numbers.
You talk to other coaches during the voting process?
Not talk. We don't talk anymore.
Yeah, connected with.
Yeah.
Just to say, this is where I'm looking, or
no, not really. Just just to campaign a little bit and trying to get DeMar in there, and so we'll see.
Would you be surprised to see someone else in addition to Kyle from this team?
I would hope so. I think, for us, DeMar has carried us, and when he's been with us, he's a big part of what we do. Injuries has probably kept him from being an all-star.
You think he'll get some votes, though, Dwane?
I don't know. We'll see. Nobody has committed anything or anything like that, but we'll see.